Woo, 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 woo. GTA 5 is out and it's awesome. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube? Cthulhu the Dark One, back with this week's Cthulhu's Corner, my little weekly wrap up blog, video, podcast thing, jig, that, whatever you want to call it. Now I realize this is a day late, maybe 2 now. And I actually recorded it on time and was going to upload it on time. In the original recording, I mentioned I was talking about lovely little GTA 5 here, about how it was about to set records. And quite literally, as soon as I finished recording and the video was processing, I learned a very interesting fact that I felt that I just couldn't leave out. And that fact is, in 3 days, this game right here made $1 billion in sales. Billion. That's like 9 zeros, I think. Yeah. Wow. Nothing else than entertainment. Avengers, Titanic, all those super movies that have done really well, haven't done that. So, congratulations, Rockstar. Wow. And like I said, the old one, I didn't know that information, and that's really crazy impressive to me, and I didn't want to leave it out. So here I'm re-recording it and getting ready to upload it. While on the subject, what can you say? GTA 5 is out, and it's fairly awesome. Funny story with me is, in this game, is I actually kind of didn't want it. And that's not to say that I thought it would be bad, or anything like that. I just, I was willing to wait for the next-gen version. The thing is, for me now, we're about 2 months out from Xbox One release. I needed something to play and kill time until the new system comes. And I finished up Diablo 3, and going back through on a harder difficulty has never really been something that gave me jollies. So, you know, I beat it, so there it was. So I needed something to play, and like I said, I know it's really weird to say, I'm not talking smack whatsoever. It's really fun, really entertaining. At least what I've played of it so far, maybe about 30%-ish progress, and so I mean, it's kind of weird to say, but I can honestly say I didn't want it. But it definitely pleased me. I'm not sad I paid for it or anything like that. It's a real fun experience. But yeah, so, you know, I bought this to hopefully fill the 2-month gap until I get my Xbox One. And it's doing a really good job of it. Like, it's a very entertaining game and very fun game. A little bit of a pain in the ass for 360 owners, I will admit. Gotta give due credit where credit's due to Sony for Blu-ray and having a system that actually has RAM and able to pull from resources. If you don't know, the 360 version is 2 discs. Of course, the game disc is gone because it's in my system. You have an install disc, which is 8 gigs. And it tells you on the box, and actually I believe somewhere else. Maybe it was on like the... Oh no, actually it does, right there. See if you can get it. It says storage required right beside the rating. Might not pick it up because of the reflection, but it says storage required. And I believe when the cellophane was still on it, it had a little thing saying about storage. Nothing new. 360 owners have gotten install discs before for kind of bigger games or push the system games. Well, I don't even want to say that because I consider Halo 4 pushing the system, but it was only 1 disc. So I don't know. Some developers, I guess, just can't figure it out or something like that. But so you put in the install disc. It installs. It's 8 gigs, and that's probably 90% like the map and the world as a whole. And then you have the gameplay disc, which you put in to play. Now, normally, Xbox 360 has an install disc function, and basically what that does, it prevents the disc from spinning in your disc drive. I guess if you're dumb enough to still have it standing up, you kind of deserve to have it spinning and possibly get scratched, but whatever. With GTA 5 for 360, it's kind of weird. If you don't want the disc to spin, you have to go an extra step and get a USB drive and install the game disc data onto that USB drive to have it plugged in when you play the game. That's kind of crazy. I'm all about pushing systems to its limits and getting all you can out of it. I'm pretty sure this is about it for 360 of what it can do and push out. And not for nothing, it looks great. It performs great. I've maybe had like 2 hiccups, if that. Just weird, like a prompt didn't come up when it should have or something. But other than that, no complaints whatsoever gameplay-wise. But that's just kind of weird, you know, that you need a whole separate piece of technology to play the game the best way you can. I run it just with the disc and the disc tray. I'm not happy. I'm used to installing my games and not having the disc spin, excuse me. But I'm not gonna go buy a memory stick. So, but yeah. So in other news, not much going on. That definitely was the huge thing this week. We had Tokyo Game Show going on, or I think finished. I'm not sure exactly which. And I believe there was a Comic-Con up in Canada. About the only thing coming out of those was more game trailers, more demos for both systems. Sony had gave out a little bit more info at Tokyo Game Show about some of their app and some of this and some of that. I'm not getting a PS4 and not that interested in Sony, so I do apologize. I didn't keep track of it and don't keep track of it unless it's some huge announcement, you know. Microsoft did finally, however, open their mouth about the Xbox One and didn't have pure diarrhea come out of it, so that was impressive. And basically what they were doing, they were addressing the cable and voice functionality for Kinect that it may not work in every place on the world day one. And, I mean, it's nothing major to me by any means, but like I said, the only thing I got out of all the quotes in the article was that finally someone from Microsoft learned what PR was and used it to their advantage and like didn't just put their foot in their mouth when they were talking about their system. They just simply explained that, you know, there's a lot of different cable technologies, a lot of different TV technologies to try to contend with, and it's, you know, that's hard to get everything in one. You know, there's not just like one universal thing. And kind of the same thing with the language for the Kinect. It's like it's a whole new system, a whole new OS, a whole new piece of equipment. So they're kind of starting from scratch. I don't know how well the old Kinect did with various different countries and accents and stuff like that. I don't know. Never really got into Kinect. So yeah. But yeah, it's like I said, GTA 5 was pretty much it. And again, this is a day late or 2 late, so for what it's worth, I do apologize for that. But like I said, I wanted to get that $1 billion in 3 days thing in there because that is crazy. But other than that, I know I missed the midweek video, and that was pure my fault. My buddy came over and got me some editing software, and I was fooling with it, with the video for the midweek, and I kind of screwed it up because I accidentally like saved over the original, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. So I got to re-record that, and it'll be out this coming week. Teaser, it's about GameStop. So got that coming, and like I said, I got the editing software, still getting the hang of it, still working on that. Working on some art and whatnot for title cards and stuff like that. Just gotta get it done. So yeah, you know, look forward to when I start doing toys and stuff again. I'll get better angles, better voiceover and stuff like that, because I'll be able to cut and, you know, not just have the camera rolling and hope I'm getting a good angle. So, but yeah, not much other than that. GTA 5's out. It's pretty freaking awesome. Like I said, a handful of trailers and new demos. Oh, one really kind of interesting thing that came out that had a new, is a new trailer for the new character in Killer Instinct for Xbox One. It was Sadira, the Spider Lady. Looked pretty crazy, but the big thing was at the end is that we got our last character, and it will be Orchid, looking all super hot as she should. Didn't really see much other than the character model, so can't wait for like a Orchid trailer to see how she fights and all that stuff. But yeah, so it was kind of up in the air between Orchid or Fulgore, who was going to be the last character in the initial run of the game, and it's Orchid, in case anybody was wondering. But yeah, like I said, that about do it. Of course, always appreciate any views, likes, suggestions in the comments, anything like that. And I guess until next time, I'll try to get all the news in one go. Things pop up and I forget to read things. But till next time.